Mark Carney is in the United Arab Emirates looking to boost business ties with the Gulf nation. It's part of his ongoing mission to reduce Canada's economic reliance on the United States.
The United States thought it controlled the board, but one meeting in the UAE just changed the game. Mark Carney unlocked a $3 trillion channel of capital that bypasses Washington entirely, and the consequences are already putting pressure on White House. Mark Carney just shook the global economic landscape. He arrived in the United Arab Emirates, and what happened shocked everyone from Ottawa to Washington. This wasn't a usual diplomatic visit. It was a meeting that could change Canada's economic path and the way North American trade works.
As Jean alluded to, we're fast-tracking major projects to transform our economy, breaking down barriers in trade within Canada, between the provinces.
But from the moment he stepped off the plane, it was clear the UAE wasn't treating this like a standard state visit. Carney wasn't received with ceremonial handshakes or speeches.
That hasn't been seen in generations. As Jean alluded to, we're fast-tracking major projects to transform our economy, breaking down barriers in trade within Canada, between the provinces.
While the UAE's royal family rolled out a reception reserved for leaders who can influence global markets, cameras caught glimpses of his arrival, but the real story unfolded behind closed doors, away from Twitter threats, away from Ottawa's cautious bureaucrats. The message was distinctive: bring us your mega projects, and we will finance them. Carney had just unlocked a $3 trillion opportunity that Canada has been waiting decades to access.
Agreeing they're going to start negotiations on a foreign investor protection agreement, as well as a comprehensive economic partnership. And that kind of partnership is often the precursor to a full-blown trade deal.
Hence, the significance started even before he entered the meeting rooms. In Abu Dhabi, on November 18, 2025, the UAE didn't waste time on gestures. Senior royal advisors met with Carney immediately, and meetings with fund managers were scheduled before cultural receptions. Every move signaled one thing: the UAE believed Carney introduced what Canada had been missing: a strong, ready-to-go projects that set up the next major moves.
And what attracted Mark Carney here?
It's truly humbling, inspiring for me to see, and a testament to Sheikh Zayed, testament to the Emirati people.
Somehow, for decades, Canada had offered the world little in real projects. Canada's build-up projects kept getting delayed. Energy proposals didn't go through. Pipeline expansions fell apart due to political pressure. The UAE saw Canada missing its chance to use its resources. Carney changed that. He brought large, practical projects, energy corridors, export routes, and development plans that could really transform the country. This combination of ambition immediately captured the UAE's attention and led to the next serious discussions.
His office says it's a move to expand Canadian aerospace, engineering, and agriculture like seafood to the UAE, and for the UAE to invest in Canadian projects like ports, mines, and liquefied natural gas.
When Carney presented Canada's new plan, the UAE acted fast. A northern pipeline to British Columbia's coast became the centerpiece, covering nearly 70% of Canada's potential new export capacity. This construction is about Canada's independence. Bypassing American ports, the pipeline gives Canada direct access to Asian markets and shields about 60% of its energy exports from unpredictable U.S. policies under Trump. The stakes were huge, and the UAE recognized them immediately.
With the PM, and brings us more on the country's latest investment deal.
We're in Abu Dhabi, where the Prime Minister toured the biggest mosque in the country.
As the CTV's Scott Reed explained, that sovereign wealth funds typically back large projects in energy and infrastructure. But behind the scenes, the alignment was even stronger. Canadian planners and UAE investors started forming a rare strategic partnership, controlling nearly 80% of potential cross-border investments. The royals, with unmatched geopolitical foresight, saw a key turning point. The United States, once a reliable trading partner, had become unpredictable. Trump's tariffs and threats put about 65% of long-term trade at risk, and Carney seized the opportunity. By presenting actionable, large-scale projects, Carney clear that Canada is ready for serious business. The UAE responded by offering capital that could permanently shift Canada's export capacity. A northern pipeline corridor, direct shipping routes to Asia mean no American intermediaries, no leverage from Washington, and a permanent shift in global energy dynamics. With Carney at the helm, Canada was signaling a new era of strategic foresight.
Canadian leaders have just signed a deal to drop barriers on interprovincial trade.
This is the largest red tape reduction in Canada's history, and it's just the beginning. Now, we've got to capture this momentum as we continue to build strong Canadian economy.
Furthermore, the scale of this opportunity is staggering. Over $3 trillion in potential investment from sovereign wealth funds that operate with precision. These aren't speculative funds. They back projects that reshape economies. Canada's vision, under Carney's leadership, matched exactly what the UAE sought. Canada is no longer waiting for opportunity to knock. It is building the doors itself, inviting the world inside.
1 000 milliards de dollars d'investissement d'ici à la fin de cette décennie au Canada, dans les ports, dans les systèmes d'énergie renouvelables et conventionnels, dans le logement et tout cela.
So tonight, the story goes beyond pipelines or contracts. It's about Canada asserting itself as a serious economic player. The $3 trillion from the UAE is about influence and power. Carney showed Canada can take control of its destiny despite U.S. uncertainties. While details of these deals will emerge in the coming weeks, the signal is already clear. Canada is finally open for serious transformative business. This $3 trillion bombshell is only the beginning. This $3 trillion move in the UAE is only the beginning. The real test now is how Canada uses this new leverage and how the U.S. responds. Stay with us for every update on this shifting power play. Like, share, and subscribe for more.